In light of being accused of intolerance and bigotry on IFE's Facebook page by purportedly tolerant and unbigoted progressives, I think some clarification of the meaning of tolerance and bigotry is in order. And while I'm at it, I'll say a little somepin' about anger, again. Save this. You may need it. The first definition of tolerance in the Oxford English Dictionary is the action or practice of enduring pain or hardship, the power or capacity of enduring. Another definition is the disposition to be patient with or indulgent to the opinions or practices of others, freedom from bigotry or undue severity in judging the conduct of others. The American Heritage Dictionary defines tolerate as to put up with. Note that none of the definitions mentions approval, affirmation, or celebration. Nor do they mention an obligation to refrain from expressing moral propositions with which someone else may disagree. If intolerance meant expressing moral views someone else doesn't like, then wouldn't progressives be equally guilty of intolerance? Note to the qualifier undue. Someone who judges conduct to be immoral is not guilty of intolerance even if the judgment is severe. Only if it's unduly severe is one guilty of intolerance. Leftists aren't faulting conservatives for undue severity of judgment. They're faulting conservatives for making any negative judgments about homosexual acts, cross-dressing, and other efforts to conceal one's sex. A bigot according to the Merriam-Webster dictionary refers to a person who is obstinately or intolerantly devoted to his or her own opinions and prejudices, especially one who regards or treats the members of a group, as a racial or ethnic group, with hatred and intolerance. Clearly, there is a distinction between bigotry and moral views. Bigotry cannot simply refer to holding opinions or being in possession of moral precepts, for if it did, everyone but sociopaths would have to be considered bigots because everyone but sociopaths holds certain behaviors as moral and others as immoral. In addition, the word obstinacy in the definition of bigot warrants some discussion. First, obstinate, according to the American Heritage Dictionary, connotes unreasonable rigidity. I would argue that conservative views on homosexuality are completely reasonable, and that conversely, liberal views are woefully unreasonable. In order to determine whether a tenaciously held conviction reflects obstinacy requires an evaluation of the content of the belief and the justifications for that belief.